What is up, guys? So this is going to be my trailer breakdown for The Flash, Season 4, Episode 12, titled Honey, I Shrunk Team Flash, which is a play on the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And I just realized while recording this second that the last two episodes have been play on words on movies. You had The Elongated Night Rises, which is a play on The Dark Knight Rises, and then you have here Honey, I Shrunk Team Flash, which is a play on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And it's pretty cool. At the same time, I think it's a pretty crazy coincidence. Maybe, probably, the two episodes in a row were based on movies, or maybe it's just a lack of creativity. Either way, but before the breakdown, let's watch.
I doubt you're just another bad guy. Why don't you just tell me what really happened?
They took one look at me, decided I was the guy.
That guy could still be out there. I have some friends that could help.
We are gonna need a confession from Dr. Shrinker.
I think we got bigger problems.
You okay, guys?
We're 2 inches tall, Caitlin!
Yeah, I'm like Cisco size now.
Look what you did.
You still don't know I get this height.
You guys are going in the hamster cage.
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
So this episode is going to be a very weird episode. You could already tell by the trailer that there's a Meadow who is shrinking people, and he shrinks Ralph and Cisco. And it's a little weird they chose those two characters because Ralph basically it doesn't affect him. He can stretch back to normal. Probably. That's what I'm thinking, right? He can stretch back to normal. So I don't know why they chose to shrink him. They probably should have shrunk Killer Frost or Harry or somebody. Shrinking Harry probably would have been the funniest thing. It looks like that's what they're going for here, which is comedy. Which this episode will mostly be comedy, looking off the trailer. But the synopsis shows us some really weird stuff and also some really mysterious stuff at the end. So I'm going to read the synopsis real quick. The synopsis reads: The incredible shrinking man, a man who can shrink anything he touches, battles Team Flash. Cisco and Ralph get caught in his crossfire and are shrunk to miniature versions of themselves. Cecile realizes her pregnancy has caused her to have temporary powers and discovers she can hear other people's thoughts, which unnerves Joe. Meanwhile, Barry meets someone with a mysterious connection to Henry Allen. So this episode, I told you, is really weird, especially the Cecile part. But before that, the incredible shrinking man is not a character from the comics. I'm guessing this meta is going to be either a new character or just some random guy in the comics who didn't really have powers. Somebody that appeared one time and they dug real deep for him. He's not the incredible shrinking man or anything. He's just a person and they gave him powers. But more likely that he's going to be a new character. But like I said, Cisco and Ralph being caught in the crossfire. We saw that in the trailer, and Ralph just doesn't make sense that he gets miniaturized, because like I said, he can go back to normal. And we see also in the trailer that this incredible shrinking man is somehow connected to Big Sur. We see that Big Sur was framed, probably also framed because he claims that he was framed, but we don't know that for sure yet. But if he's saying that, he's probably right, and he's somehow connected to the incredible shrinking men, or whatever his name is. We know that because Barry says that he has some friends that can help him with his case, and then it cuts to Team Flash helping him with his case, probably. So I'm guessing that the incredible shrinking men, or whatever his name is somehow connected to Big Sur in some way. But that, even though that kind of looks like it's going to be the main story of the episode, I doubt it will have any weight or impact on the season-long story. I bet it will just be it'll just be fun. Nobody will go through any character development other than maybe getting Big Sur out of prison, maybe. But other than that, there won't be really any effect on the main season, which is why this episode will probably be a throwaway episode, other than the thing at the end. I think the thing at the end of the synopsis, the thing where Barry meets somebody with a mysterious connection to Henry Allen, I think that will have impact on the season, but everything else, probably not. Which leads me to the next part of the synopsis. Cecile realizes her pregnancy has caused her to have temporary powers and discovers she can hear other people's thoughts. This part of the synopsis and the episode in general is so weird. It's ridiculous. So, first of all, how will Cecile realize her pregnancy is the thing to cause her temporary powers? I doubt that makes any sense. I don't think the writers will be able to come up with a way for Cecile to... She might get powers, but how could she know that it's the pregnancy that's causing it? Maybe Team Flash does some tests on her and they discover there's something about the pregnancy that's causing the powers. But even still, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because the only way that it would make sense is if Joe got hit by the particle accelerator explosion, or maybe Cecile did. But if Joe did, that would mean that somehow his sperm can make people have temporary superpowers when they're pregnant or something like that. The only way that it would make sense if Cecile got hit by the dark matter explosion is if her powers were that when she was pregnant, she got temporary powers, which is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like I won't like this episode because A, it won't make sense, B, it'll be ridiculous, and C, it won't really have any impact on the story, unless if this somehow connects to the girl we saw last week, or in the elongated Night Rises episode, the girl at the end, the waitress from the wedding. Unless it has something connected to that, then if it doesn't, it will make no sense, and it won't have any impact on the season, and it'll be just ridiculous. And then we get to what I think will be the most interesting part of the episode, because it could be really anything. It says, meanwhile, Barry meets someone with a mysterious connection to Henry Allen. This is not Big Sur, because first of all, he met Big Sur in episode 11, and although the synopsis might be a little misleading, I doubt it's that misleading that it's completely a different storyline from a different episode. And secondly, Big Sur didn't really have a mysterious connection to Henry Allen. He had a pretty direct connection to Henry Allen. It wasn't very mysterious. But I think this person who Barry meets with the person who has a mysterious connection to Henry Allen is one of two people. It's either the waitress we saw at the wedding and the girl who is probably Dawn Allen, who has a connection to Henry Allen because she's his granddaughter, although that wouldn't really say Henry Allen per se. It probably isn't her, because unless if the synopsis is a little misleading, then it probably isn't her. It's probably someone else, and who I think it is, well, I don't actually know who it is, but I have a theory that it's Cobalt Blue. And again, I don't think this is highly probable, but Cobalt Blue is the only character I can think of from the comics, at least, that has a connection to Henry Allen, or a mysterious one, because he is the son of Henry Allen, and also Nora Allen. So I guess if they were to do the exact same thing, you would say mysterious connection to Henry and Nora Allen, but they might be doing something different where he is either a bastard son or maybe just a son with another woman, something like that. But the reason I think it's Cobalt Blue is because he is the son of Henry Allen and the brother of Barry Allen, and I think it would be awesome if they actually had Cobalt Blue on this show. They could either set him up to be the main villain of the next season, or he could be a recurring villain, or even a good guy, who knows. But I think it would be really cool if they introduced Cobalt Blue onto the show in this episode. Again, I don't think it's very probable, but other than original characters, there aren't really any characters I can think of that has a mysterious connection to Henry Allen. So anyway, I think this episode will be mostly a throwaway episode. I think the main story, which is Ralph and Cisco getting shrunk, which is the title of the episode, it's going to be just for laughs. I mean, it's not going to be impactful to the season at all. And again, I think it's a little weird that they chose Ralph as one of the characters to shrink, because he could just snap his fingers or just think and then become normal size again. Also, this isn't really a conflict that they can have, because they can just call Ray to get one of his shrinking guns, or maybe his suit, and then just get them back to normal size. So it's weird that they're choosing now to do this whole shrinking thing with one character that can shrink, that can go back to normal size, and also another character on another show who could just make them normal size again. But so I think that the main story of the episode, will be just for laughs. And then the Cecile storyline doesn't make any sense to me. I doubt it will have any impact on the season. It might be connected to that girl, but probably not. The only thing I'm excited for to see, or I'm intrigued to see, is the ending of the synopsis, which is the mysterious guy with a connection to Henry Allen, who can possibly and hopefully be Cobalt Blue. But anyway, let me know what you thought about the trailer and the synopsis in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.